is David Cobo, and this is my experience for 21 years. I first heard of the Holy Spirit, that it was the way of life. That's if you want to begin life, that's the thing that you have to seek first, and then you can do other things. So I used to seek the Holy Spirit, but I wasn't determined. Like I didn't put it like at that time. Today I'm gonna receive the Holy Spirit today. I just sought the Holy Spirit, and then I would just think, oh, like I would believe that it was there, but deep inside me I knew that I didn't have it yet. So like I was already converted. I wasn't in the world anymore. I wasn't masturbating or watching that garbage and doing all that stuff that I used to do, listening to old music. So, but I still like this thing in me, which was the Holy Spirit. And when I moved here to Austin, the pastor, he gave a testimony about himself, that he was converted already, but he still didn't have the Holy Spirit. So he said that back then there wasn't the 21 days challenge, but an assistant walked up to him and told him and asked him, why haven't you received the Holy Spirit? And he didn't know. So the assistant told him his lack of determination. So she gave him a plan that in 3 Sundays he was going to receive the Holy Spirit, but he had to wake up at 3 a.m. and seek. And that's what the pastor used to tell me, to do it and do it. But like I would do it, and then I would quit. I would, because I didn't receive it, so I would just stop. But then this time, it was, I remember it was a Tuesday meeting, which was the YPG meeting. And that same day, I determined it. I determined it, and I challenged God that same day. Because for me, I'm here alone. I don't have, my family's not with me. So the only way for me to survive is to have God with me. So that's why it was with me. And this 21 days was my last chance for me. So this day, I put everything. I told God that I wasn't going to sleep that whole day. I didn't sleep that whole night. I was reading. I was meditating the Bible. I was reading Psalms, but when I was reading Psalms, it was like I was reading in a praying tone, like that was me who wrote that. And then the next day, I made a fasting that I've never done before. I was gonna fast without eating. I was just gonna drink Gatorade so that it wouldn't kill my thirst. So I just drank Gatorade that whole day. The next day, which was a Wednesday. And I promised God that I was going to come here all 3 meetings, which they only have a 10 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and 7 o'clock meetings. And even if it didn't happen that day, I was gonna do it again. I had this thing, do it again. It didn't matter. So that same day, it was tough because that was my first time doing it. And every time I was thirsty, I used to drink Gatorade, and I used to leave the Gatorade in the car. So like it would get hot, and I had to drink that because that was the only thing that I had. So I came to the first meeting, and I prayed. I didn't receive it, but I still didn't lose faith. I came, 4 o'clock meeting, I didn't receive it. 7 o'clock meeting, I was already tired, but then I remember what my pastor used to tell me. He told me that when I'm seeking the Holy Spirit, I have to put all my strength, to the point where you're sweating, to the point where you just can't move, And at that time, I was already getting exhausted, and at that moment, I put everything that I had. I put everything to the moment where I couldn't even stand up anymore. I was moving around, shaking myself, and then at that moment, it was just, I don't know, a joy just enlightened me. I don't know what happened at that moment, and then I just started I don't know. I just felt this happiness you cannot explain. I don't know, and then I just started, worshiping God, and everything just came out, and I started, speaking, weird languages, and then that's when I knew that at that moment I knew, when the pastor ended the prayer, I was like, I looked around and I was just like, man, I had an encounter with God. I just wanted to reach for the skies or something, just touch the skies, because at that moment that's how I felt, and then. That's when I knew, I received the Holy Spirit, and then there was no doubt, there was no fear, I knew there was a certainty in me that was God, and ever since then, my life has been better. It's going, I'm getting better. For you, this is my advice for you who want to seek the Holy Spirit. what I learned from this experience is that you have to push yourself. You have to get God's attention, you know? If God really wants to give you the Holy Spirit, if he's the one that's more, how can I say, intimidated to giving you his spirit, then you have to do something to show him that you want him. You know, and don't give up. Push yourself. You know, because giving up, you're gonna show that that you don't want it. You know, the more you put effort into it, you know, the more you push, and you're gonna get it. And always have faith. Never lose the target. Never lose the target. Just push yourself, and it'll happen.
It took me 21 days to receive the Holy Spirit.